All right, guys, going on. So I figured I'd talk a little bit today about the Kansas City Chiefs fans that were found frozen at their friend's home, I guess. So we're going to talk a little bit about that and some, I guess, news going on around it and everything. So everybody up to this point has been, basically speculating that there were drugs involved, and we've had several people come out, probably about two people that come out that know Jordan, and people around Jordan that they even think that it was drug related. Now I get up today and I see that apparently, what is his name? Jordan Willis. Apparently, Jordan Willis has checked into a rehab facility. So you got people speculating that, the deaths of three men were, drug related or substance related. And then you've got the homeowner checking himself into rehab. There's only been one person that come out and said, that, she didn't think drugs were involved, and that was one of them's girlfriend. Yeah, she said, hey, that man, coached Little League, done this and done that, is a good man. But and the other people were saying that, well, you can be a good person and still do, still be an addict and do drugs and this and that, which is true. It's true. But now it seems as more information's coming out, Jordan's checked himself into rehab, information coming out that he was known as, the chemist. Yeah, yeah. So what I want to do here, guys, Don B always puts a spin on things and tells and does his videos a little different. So we're going to talk a little bit about what happens now, what happens after this, what happens if Jordan gets arrested, right? All right, because he's not been arrested yet. So let's take a look at some of these here. Let's see. Right here, Jordan Willis checks into rehab. That's one YouTube video. Jordan checks into rehab after Chiefs fans found dead in backyard. All right. Let's see. So yeah. Apparently he has checked himself into rehab. All right. So now that we know he's checked himself into rehab and everybody's talking about it, ain't no need in me talking about it because news already out there. So. What I want to talk about, which is something different, what's going to happen now? What is going to happen now? Now, let's go ahead and think about this, okay? If the police end up arresting Jordan, Jordan was, let's say he was concocting these drugs for people to do at the home. So if Jordan concocted these drugs for the three men that died, they died, and Jordan's arrested, here later down the road. What charges do you think they will arrest him with? I mean, did he mean to unalive him? Did he mean to do it? Did he not mean to do it? Was he, if he didn't mean to do it, was he just, reckless and, I guess doing his, chemistry work, and it ultimately led to what happened to him? Did he get some substances that he made the stuff with that was, laced with something? There's a whole thing. There's a whole bunch of stuff that we could speculate on, but the main thing is, if Jordan is arrested for the death of these three men. What charges will he face? Okay. Will he face involuntary manslaughter? Will he face something like that? You know what I mean? And if so, three people, guys, three people. If you're now, you know, if you give somebody drugs and you know that person passes away because you gave them drugs, that's going to be just one charge on you. You know what I mean? What if it's like involuntary manslaughter, or you know, something like that. You know, it's just going to be one charge. Jordan could be facing three charges here. So where you could have a sentence of maybe, you know, 25, 30 years for involuntary manslaughter, or some other kind of, you know, charge that they come up with. You know, you got times that by three here. So depending on how old Jordan is, looks maybe to be in his 30s to 40s, according to, I don't know if I've ever seen a picture of him though, guys. Oh, there he is. Yeah. So he looks to be maybe in his 30s or 40s. He's going to be, you know, with three charges like that, you know, he'll probably spend the rest of his life in prison if convicted on all this. Now there's the other thing too. They got to convict him. You know, he's lawyered up. Don't know if he has already well, obviously he may have already, you know, pleaded the fifth. You know, he's not going to talk to the police. You know how the police, you know, they have to read you their rights. You know, right to remain silent, anything you can use, you know, yada yada. Do you wish to speak with us at this time? More likely he said no. I'd like to talk to an attorney, because he knew the situation was serious. He knew, you know, in my mind, he knew how serious the situation was. Lawyered up from, I would say he probably lawyered up from the get-go. And, you know, who knows what he told his lawyer? Who knows what the lawyer is going to tell police? Because Jordan really doesn't have to give a statement directly to police. Now that he's lawyered up, his lawyer can actually give his statement to the police, okay? From my understanding, you do not have, once you've lawyered up, you do not have to give a statement to police. You can do that through your attorney. So, and your attorney can, you know, present your statement to where it benefits you, right? I mean, that's why you pay them. So the burden of proving whatever charges, you know, Jordan's going to be charged with, could be, you know, involuntary manslaughter. It could be, what is it? Could be third degree unaliving. Could be second degree unaliving. Really doubt in this scenario it'll be first degree, not unless he meant to do it, you know what I mean? Not unless he meant to take out these three men, which I don't think he probably did. Of course, I don't know the full facts of everything. I don't think we all do, but I mean, if they went over there to party and watched the ball game, obviously, you know, not unless there was an argument that night and then he, you know, decided to get back at him by taking him out with his, you know, chemistry. But I just think something went wrong, maybe with his ingredients. Something was laced. he didn't know about it, whatever, yada yada. And now he's like, oh crap, you know what I mean? Because Jordan had to get his ingredients from somewhere, and what if those ingredients, one of them, what if they were laced? So, yeah, what charges is Jordan gonna get? And how will this all, what kind of evidence is police going to have? I'm sure they're going to search his home. Because he had plenty of time, if you think about it. They were out there how long? He had plenty of time to get rid of evidence. I don't think anybody's ever talked about that or thought about that. He had plenty of time to get rid of evidence. So, yeah, what kind of evidence actually did police get out of his home? What were they able to get? You know what I mean? If he got rid of stuff, what was left for them to get? I'm sure they're going to go through his everything. They're going to go through his, all his digital stuff, internet, cell phone. They're going to go through his financial statements. They're going to go through anything he's ordered on the internet. They're going to go through a lot of stuff. They're going to go through his trash. They're going to have to build a case here. You know what I mean? They're going to have to build a case against him. Witnesses. That one guy was already on the news saying, that he, if anybody needed something, he was the one to make it for him. So there's one witness, you know what I mean? So yeah, the police, who knows what the police gathered as far as evidence. That's probably going to be a topic. You'll probably see that in the news very soon. You'll probably see News Nation and everybody talking about the evidence that police are going to gather on Jordan Willis to prosecute him, you know what I mean? But my thing is, did he leave much evidence behind for police to take? You got to understand, it wasn't like, the police were called immediately. It's a lot of time. So, again, what kind of charges is he going to face? Did police get any, did they get enough evidence? And, what happens from here? Apparently the family spoke to the prosecutor and people of that nature, and they were reassured from what the news said. But there again, the man lawyered up, and, if he's got a good lawyer, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. So if he's got a good lawyer, we'll see how this goes. I think if the police get enough evidence on him, that along with probably all the witness testimony that he was, the guy to go to make the stuff. I think, with the all the witness testimony and the evidence, I think it'll be a pretty good case against him. And the other thing too, people's been talking about, will he end his life before he's arrested or after he's arrested? Will he live long enough to see justice served on him? That's what a lot of people are talking about too, guys. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Drop your comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I'm, spot on in all this. Again, I know he checked himself into rehab, reading all the news headlines and stuff. So I didn't really want to just talk about that, because everybody's going to be talking about that. So I wanted to talk about something different, which is, what is coming down later on. What's coming in the future? Charges, evidence coming out that they found, things of that nature. What's he going to be charged with, and where do we go? after the charges come out. You know what I mean? So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about what he may be charged with. Let me know what you think about, you know, if police will find a bunch of evidence. Do you think during the course of the time that those guys passed away and the time that, you know, 911 was called, do you think Jordan was able to get rid of a lot of evidence that may help him out if this, you know, when this goes to trial, if it goes to trial? Again, you know, he may take the coward's way out. So let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. And as always, thanks again. I'll see you on the next video.